Marilyn?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Good, 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 good. And now, how we find out the retained earnings? Simple, sales minus all expenses, right? So what is sales? We call this revenue. So revenue and the sales are the same words. Okay? So don't confuse with that. Sales, revenues. So the definition is these are the inflows of resources that increase retained earnings by delivering goods and services. Simple. The cash inflow that we receive by selling or delivering the goods and services. Simple. And of course, common logic is that goods and services are always sold to customers, right? So revenue minus expenses. Expenses are that company cash go out. So that's why we call this outflow. So cash outflow that decreases the retained earnings due to operations. And what kind of operations? Processing operations, like you pay for electricity bill, you pay for salaries, you pay for the supervisor salary, guard salary, you purchase raw material, right? And all those stuff, all are expensive. And the profit that you distribute to the existing owners, we call this. So the profit that you distribute to the owners, we call this dividend. So like I said, business is separate entity, owners are separate. If business make a profit, then that profit belongs to business. When business share the profit to the owners, we call this dividend. If company earned a profit of 10,000, but company distributed only 6,000 to the owners, it means 4,000 it did not distribute. That doesn't mean that that 4,000 does not belong to the owners. It belongs to the owners, but company retained that. So that's why it is called retain. Either it fully did not it did not pay the full amount of profit to the owners, or either it pay only part, some portion of the profit. So some of the profit that it retained, or all profit it retained, we call this retained earnings. That's it. So you can say that the formula for retained earning would be sales minus expenses minus dividends. That's it. And this is current year dividend. It's not like that. Some students, they add up all the previous year's dividend as well, right? So that principle, comparability, verifiability, relevancy does not fulfill here. Yes, Anthony.
So the retained earning would be reinvested into the company, or
yes,
would be
reinvested into the business. So that's why company are retaining itself, but belongs to the owners. That my point was that this earning belongs to the owner. That's why it is a part of stockholder equity, not the part of liability. So my question was so that you understand that the retained earning is not belongs to outsider claim, insider claim. Okay, everyone? So my question is owner's equity. So we know that owner's equity, first of all, if we divide owner's equity, it is divided into two, paid in capital and retained earnings. So you tell me, if revenue increases, will it increase the owner's equity or decreases the owner's equity? Think about that. Class participation is here. So we know that owner's equity consists of two stuff, paid in capital and retained earning. And there is a plus sign between them. Either paid in capital increases, it increases the owner's equity. Either retained earning increases, it increases the owner's equity. Right? So you tell me, if revenue increases, it increases the retained earning, right? Because what is the formula for retained earning? Retained earning is equal to revenue minus expenses minus dividend. So retained earning is a positive. Sorry, the revenue is positive. So revenue increases, retained earning increases. Retained earning increases means owner's equity increases. So that's why revenue increase causes increase in retained earnings and increase in equity. Similarly, the increase in expenditure causes decrease in retained earning. So when retained earning decrease, owner's equity decrease. So things in terms of equation and all those concepts. Similarly, dividend decrease. So vice versa. If dividend is decreasing, it means it is increasing the retained earning. Retained earning increase causes owner's equity to increase. Understand? One more time from previous slide. Same concept. Let me clear this mess here. Clear, clear, clear. How can we here? So, the question is, what is the effect on owner's equity? Right? If revenue increases, what happened? What happened to the retained earnings? Increase or decrease? Come on, guys, I need your participation. Everyone.
Increase.
Retained earning increase. When retained earning increase, it means stockholders' equity increases. Right? Here we go. What if expenses increases? What happened to the retained earning? Increase or decrease?
Decrease.
Decrease.
Well done. When retained earning decreases, it causes stockholder equity to decrease. Chain reaction, right? If expenses decreases, let me change the color here. If expenses decreases, what happened? Retained earning increases. Retained earning increases causes increase in stockholder equity. Now, the same treatment is with the dividend. Let's talk about the dividend. Dividend is when dividend decreases, it causes increase in retained earning, causes increase in stockholder equity. Similarly, with the decrease in dividend means increase in dividend means retained earning decreases, causes stockholder equity to decrease. Understand, everyone?
Yes.
Well done. So here we go. So these are the components of retained earnings. First of all, how we can find out the retained earnings. Similarly, we have a previous balance that is coming from previous years retained earnings that company strategically, intentionally did not distribute the profit from year on year basis. So how much addition to the retained earning this year? Similarly, sales minus revenue minus any kind of dividend, right? We have addition and then we can find out the end balance of retained earning. Simple. The ending balance of or ending retained earning is equal to beginning retained earning or opening retained earning. This one here, this one, previous year's previous year retained earning plus this year's sales. Let me write down C, current year sale minus current year expenses minus current year dividend. So this is current year or end year retained earning, ending. Right? So this is in the form of flow chart. Let me just erase the link here. So it's the same stuff. Right? Revenue minus expenses, we call this income. Income minus dividend is called the this year retained earning. Addition, this is the additional retained earning. When additional retained earning is added towards the beginning retained earning, you can find out the ending period retained earning. Simple. Right, guys? Here we go. Yes. So I'm not going into the right now the illustration stuff. So up till now, what we have covered? We covered 3 LOS, learning objective statements, and in which we tried to share some lights on the basic structure, language, the form of business, the accounting equation, explanation and detail, classification of equation, okay? Right? So from now on, we would be talking about some different numericals and we will be explaining all those stuff, okay? Any question? If no more question, then we may end our discussion here. So for this lecture, so we have finished our today's agenda, that's it. So I would be uploading the PPT and this lecture links as well, both on Blackboard and the WeChat group, okay? And those who did not send me the request on WeChat, they can also send me the request. I would be accepting that. You can also send me the personal message as well. You can email me as well. I would be uploading the complete course content on the Blackboard as well. Okay. Until the next week, take care, stay safe. Bye-bye.
Thank you, sir.